Okay, I'm going to create a simple Node app taker. And before that, I'm going to make use of the jQuery mobile library so that I don't have to customize on my own CSS and trying to make it all responsive. So to begin with, I'll access the jQuery.mobile.com. I'll go to download. And there are three essential lines here that I need to copy and paste it into my head just after the title. Well, this is just a good practice, but it definitely has to happen before your body. Okay, so in this note taker, we need 3 pages. First page, we need to have a page note which displays all my notes, and you need to specify it as a data row attribute equals to page. Okay, and in my page notes, I have a header. I'm gonna set the header to with a label of my notes. Next, I am gonna have a content area. Okay, so I'm just gonna put in some dummy content. I'm gonna test it using Chrome. Okay, so this is roughly the page that we have created. Okay, so in my notes, I'm gonna display a list of notes. So I'm gonna make use of the user interface of a unordered list, specifying the ID of list underscore notes, which I'm gonna make use of this ID to populate all my notes programmatically, dynamically, and the data row is list view. Okay, just gonna put in some dummy content for now to make sure it works. Yep. Okay, so I don't need this. Next, I'm gonna create a second page where I view the note. Page view note. And data row equals to page. Okay, I'm gonna have a header as well. And my header title label will be view notes. Okay, I'm gonna have some content as well. Okay, let me just put the dummy content, the dummy list item back so I can test to make sure the navigation functions properly. So I'm gonna need an anchor tag with a hyperlink reference linking to my view note. Okay, test note. So this is my first page, and when I click on it, no, it's not working. Page view note. Oops, view notes, view notes. Okay, so yep. So in my header of the view node, I want to create a back button. Well, there are a few ways of doing it. One is you can manually add, you can dynamically add an add button by using the data add back button equals to true attribute. And if you were to enter this page from a previous page, the back button will be automatically populated for you. But the problem with doing this is, if you were to refresh on this page, the back button will be gone because it only appears when you're accessing this page from a prior page. So I'm going to persist that back button there perpetually. So I'm going to create an anchor tag with the data rel equals to back, and data row equals to button back. So I'm going to have a back button regardless of whether I'm refreshing from this page or not, or whether this is the first page that I'm entering on the application, on the web application. Okay. So data icon equals to arrow L. Okay, sorry, caret L. Yep. Okay. And last but not least, I need a third page, which is the page for me to add a note. Similarly, I'm going to need a a header. Okay, and change the header to add note. And in the content this round, we are going to add in a few things. First is the input tag. The input tag with the type equals to text and ID equals to a TF title. So this allows us to create a text field and a text area with an ID equals to TF text field underscore content. Okay. Well, take note the text area, you need to close it with a corresponding ending HTML tag. And last but not least, a button. I'm using an anchor tag to create this button. Button and note. Data row equals to button. So I will display this link as if it is a button. And note. Okay. And because I want to give it a navigation capability, so I need to use an anchor tag. And it's going to link back to my page notes. So going back to this page, oops, okay, I have not added a button on my main page where it links to add note. Data icon equals to plus, and I'm gonna change the position on the header to be on the right side, and it is gonna be displayed like a button at. Okay, so on my main page I've created an add button here which links to the add node interface, and if I click on the test node, it's going to bring me into a view node. Okay, so I'm going to add something else. In my view node page, okay, I am going to add in a header tag, test node. So this is the place that we will be picking up using jQuery later to change the content. And I've got my content area, which is wrapped around using a p tag. Okay, so let me refresh this page. Yep, so I have my header and my content, which I can display my notes dynamically. Okay, so that's the interface.